So YouTube turned off my access to YouTube some years ago in 2020, and I finally wrote back to them and apologized for being rude, and apparently they accepted my apology. Well, they actually said that I had not violated their community guidelines after all, which is quite interesting, but they turned back on my access to YouTube. So I'm going to see what I can do with that. Hi, it's Danny again. Alright, so I got kicked off of YouTube in 2020, and just like last month I finally wrote to them and got my channel back. I'll tell you all about it. In 2020 it was lockdown. COVID was changing things for a lot of people, and there was lockdown. I think no, it was November 2020, so the elections must have just happened, and things were getting heated, but people were starting to argue about just all kind of stuff, like not just vaccines, but wait, it wasn't even vaccines yet. I guess in a way it started, but they were arguing about reptilians and trans rights, I guess, and flat Earth. I mean, I just had never seen such nonsense, but I hadn't been on social media until lockdown, so I'm new to this myself. So I got eventually, I didn't have a channel, I wasn't posting anything, but I got cut off from YouTube for repeated abusive language and hateful, harassing hate speech that incites violence or humiliates groups of people. I basically, I don't think I was that bad. I'm a pretty good guy, and I certainly didn't harass anyone to the point of doxing or threatening in any way, in my opinion. But if you get into discussions with certain people, Islamists, for example, fundamentalist Christians, things can get heated, and they can condemn you to hell and talk about your mama and all of that, and apparently I was too insightful or something. So they had written a note saying that I was being cut off, that I could appeal the decision if I send in my URL. I don't know what a URL is, so but I figure they track us by phone number anyway. Your phone number is registered with some government agency, and that's how they keep track of us in the first place. So, but alright, so being cut off from YouTube meant that I was prohibited from creating content, from commenting anymore, from subscribing to channels, even from liking channels, and it didn't bother me too much. I'm not really connected to social media in general. I don't have Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or no access to any of those things. I have a computer, a phone, and a camera, and but I came across an age-restricted video on YouTube that required for me to sign in, and I'm no longer allowed to sign in. So that's when I figured I'll write to YouTube. Now, I had looked into my account to see if there were any reports against me for hate speech or harassment or anything, and I never found any kind of reports about my misbehavior. And I remember writing a report to YouTube once because I saw a comment that was just, it was threatening. It was a guy talking about he's going to be doing this, that, and the other to people in the park. And I never got a response from YouTube, which was kind of strange. But hopefully they followed up on it. But anyway, I am going to start a channel soon, just learning editing equipment and how to deal with the camera, the sound, and the ambiance, and I guess some basic research before I go talking my full head off. But I'm not looking for trouble. Um, I don't expect to be interacting with flat earthers and Islamists or anything like that. I probably will be doing cooking channel. Uh, right now I'm baking a lot of cookies. High altitude affects cooking more than people might realize, so that's kind of interesting in itself. But then also about Andean culture, where I am here now, what it's like to be an expat, a Latino expat from the big city in a little mountain town in the Andes. So stay in touch, and it's more to come. All right, talk to y'all soon.